This video is posted to JaklynRyann, who is going to be detransitioning. I received permission to use her name because she feels it's important that people see that there is a really big downside to transitioning. Basically, you've lost a lot of things, and Jaklyn, you feel as if you can gain them back, that you made the wrong decision. Totally understand. I thought when I came out I was going to start my life. I was very happy. I was very joyous. I'm sure you can relate to this. I basically felt as if my life was going to begin. And then I started losing things around me. And that really hurt in a lot of different ways. I lost the love of my life, much like you. I have lost all the things that I named to you in personal message. I've lost a lot of things. And through the depression, I thought to myself of suicide. And I have thought many times about going back to being a man and all of these things, and my life just felt hopeless, and I felt like I could not move forward. But it was because of one thing, and I wanted to share that with you. I didn't understand a true concept about life, and this is where I'm hoping your ears will perk up and you will hear me out, because it's very, very important, and it applies to everybody. Let's talk about equations. Basically, 2 plus 2 equals 4. Very basic equation. It's always true. I don't know of any variances on that. I just know that 2 plus 2 equals 4. And I understand the concept. Let's talk about another equation now that can be compared. And it's not as simple as that equation, but it does apply to you and everybody else in this world. The equation is life is a system of gaining and losing. Do you got that? So we gain and then we lose, and then we gain and then we lose. And when we lose, it hurts. Like you're experiencing the loss part right now. You're experiencing losing family, friends, and whatever else that you have lost, your true love. And that is a part of life. But that's where people say stuff to me all the time that really, I feel like they don't appreciate the immensity of my pain. They say, shit happens, move on. They say, that's life, move on. And they say, get over it, walk it off. And it really devalues what I'm going through. And I feel like, how dare you? I'm really hurting over these losses. And I cry myself to sleep every night, and I wake up and I want to cry even more. And I feel horrible and depressed. That's true. You and I and so many other trans girls are hurting tremendously. But to know the formula of life can empower you. So let's go back to the formula. The formula is we're going to gain things and then lose things, and gain things and lose things. I always subscribed to the idea, get this, that life was going to be like a Disney movie where, I get kissed by Prince Charming or Princess Charming, if there was such a thing, and ride off into the sunset and live happily ever after. But that's not reality. That's not the equation of life. It doesn't work that way. We gain and we lose. There is not one happy ending. There's numerous happy endings. And then we lose it again. We lose everything. So basically, life is a horse. You're riding down this beautiful forest with beautiful scenery, and you're just enjoying the ride, the galloping sound of the horse, and you're enjoying, just everything. And a snake spooks the horse, and he bucks you off, and you land with your brand new jeans on the muddy dirt, and it ruins them, and your butt's hurting, the wind's been knocked out of you, and you're thinking to yourself with tears in your eyes, what just happened? Everything's ruined. This whole day is ruined. That's basically where you're at. That's basically where I'm at, and where a lot of trans girls are. We're at a stage of loss where we've lost a lot of things, and it hurts so bad, and the immensity of it overpowers our other senses, so we don't realize that there's more beautiful things to gain. And this is what I want to use. For instance, what do I mean by more beautiful things to gain? Okay, my first relationship, I was crushed when it ended. I was married for 5 years, and when that ended, I would cry myself to sleep every night. I would wake up bawling my eyes out. My brother, who I was staying with at the time, got to see this every day, and his heart was broken over it. He had no idea how to make me feel any better, because I was so torn up about this. And one of the things I was hurting over was I will never have anything that special again. Ever. And then I found somebody else who was more special, and it was an amazing experience. The relationship I just got out of. For 3 years, I felt more connected, more relevant. I felt it was the most meaningful relationship I have ever had in my life. I've never felt safer and more in love with anybody. And I've never trusted anybody more than this person. I thoroughly in every way loved them. She's gone now. I don't have her in my life. And where once I thought I would never gain something more special, I definitely did. And now I realize that there's something else more special out there for me as well. In the 7.65 billion people in this world, trust me, there is some amazing connections out there just waiting for you if you are to get back on that horse after it bucks you off and keep riding. The problem with not continuing on are these, and I want to state this. You don't get to be yourself, and I know that one's clear to you. Another problem with detransitioning is at the end of your lifetime, when you're standing there alone and everything is lost, because, by the way, everything eventually is lost. You know, people die, accidents happen, all kinds of things happen. But in the end, you'll be standing there with yourself. You have to live with yourself. What do you want to be? Do you want to be what everybody else accepts you as? Or wants you to be, actually, that's better said. Do you want to be what everybody else wants you to be, what they're comfortable with, or do you want to be yourself and have them love and adore you for who you are and feel comfortable for who you are? For me, it's a no-brainer. I have to be myself. I have to be myself regardless of any losses I experience. And I want to make this point to you, girl, and to anybody else who is watching this. You would eventually lose all those people anyways. You would eventually lose them anyways, because through time we lose everything. That's life. Like I was saying, life is this horrible system of, or this grandiose, like amazing system, which however way you want to look at it, it's better to look at it as the latter, a system of gaining and losing, gaining and losing, gaining and losing. And if the people you lost in your life are people who can't accept you for who you are and love you for who you are, do you really want to go back to that and being a fake person and going to a group of people who have to have you be a specific way for them to love you and adore you and to support you? See, for me, it's something I can't do. I can't change myself back to where I was before and try to live that life again. I can't do that anymore. I can't go back to that and be what they want me to be and be around these people who can't accept me for who I am. I can't do that. And I feel like if you do that, you're going to lose yourself. In fact, you will lose yourself. And I don't know how you would ever be able to survive it that direction. And I'm probably not saying the right things right now. I just want you to know that there's beautiful things for you in the future. That they're right around the corner. If you choose to brush yourself off and get back on that horse. It's a system of gaining and losing. You'll probably get bucked off that horse. I know I will. I have many times. Actually, I've been homeless now 2 times. I'm almost going to be homeless again here in a little while. So it'll be 3 times. So like 2.5 times of being homeless and not being able to take care of myself. And I just am going to accept that. And I'm going to move forward. You want to know why? Because there's going to be brilliant, beautiful people that are going to accept me and love me for who I am. And out of the 7.65 billion people in this world, I can find another true love. If I can find another true love, what makes you think you can't? And have an even more spectacular connection and a more meaningful relationship and more beautiful friendships and more beautiful family? It's important to be you. And I know you're hurting right now. And I know that you feel detransitioning is the only option, but just consider what I've said, because I know that you have an amazing, beautiful life ahead of you if you will just forge forward. I like to say this, and it's not the best, nicest thing to say. I mean, some people cringe when I say it, but I like to say this. It's my personal motto. Life is yours, so own it. Make it your bitch. Anyways, message me anytime, girl. I'd love to talk to you. Thanks for watching my video.